Hello, I'm Helen Carmichael from Grey Alien Games, and this is our 6th developer vlog about Shadowhand. At the moment we've been spending a lot of time on the music for the game, and that's what we'd like to share with you today. There's 3 types of music we've been working on: the story music, and then there's also some pre-battle music for when you're about to fight an enemy, and the actual battle music for when the battle kicks in. We've been working with a musician from the Netherlands. His name's Martin and he goes by the handle CSTBL, and he's a musician we've worked with before on Regency Solitaire, Spooky Bonus and a bunch of other games. We really like his music and we're going to share some of it now, so I'm going to move on to Fleetwood's Lane, the first scene in the story, and I'll stay quiet so you can just hear the sound when the story begins. Okay, we're not going to actually click through the story today because we want to keep a few surprises for when the game launches, but if we were to finish the story, this is what we'd hear next. So while you're playing a normal hand of cards, what you're going to hear are these background ambiances which have been made by Power Up Audio, based in Vancouver, which are really good for setting the scene. So what happens when a fight's about to happen? This is what we're going to show you next. A little bit of tension, and then we get to see the enemy, and this is a new screen that we're probably going to talk you through another day that we're really pleased with, that allows you to equip before a battle if you choose to do so, but we're just going to skip through that right now and you get to hear what it sounds like when a fight starts.
Jewel.
So we've made different music depending on which character you're fighting against, and also depending on the nature of the battle. So we're hoping that it'll add a bit of excitement and a bit of flavour to the different people that you're going to come up against. We're going to move on now and have a look at what happens if you win a fight. I really like that bit of music, I think it sounds quite rewarding. Anyway, so let's move on and have a look at some other scenarios. We've got another place that we can visit. Oh, just better get equipped with some weapons before we go to Robber's Ruin. This is where a particular highwayman hangs out. So this is Rich Turnpike, and basically he's up to no good, but we're not going to give away too much of what he's doing. Let's just have a little listen to the ambience. You can hear a nice fire crackling there in the Robber's Ruin, which is his hideout where all the highwaymen hang out. So anyway, let's move on and see what happens in a battle with Rich Turnpike. Listen first to the pre-battle music. Here we are, now we get a chance to equip, but we're not going to, we're going to go straight into a duel.
Jewel.
So we've tried to give a feeling of where the character's from, something to do with their level of threat, something to do with perhaps whether they're light and nimble or whether they're heavy and stomping around, firing guns at you and so forth. We'll just give you an example of another person that you might meet along the way in Shadowhand, and how she sounds. So this is Madame Mercy, and she's a fortune teller, and she basically helps you out quite a lot along the way. She's not someone who you fight ever, but she's sort of always on hand to give you a helping hand, and maybe she'll sell you a few things in the shop as well. So just for a complete contrast, we're going to go to the ballroom. You might recognise one of these characters from earlier, but now he's holding a ball in his lovely stately house. We've got some really lovely music to go with the ballroom, but also you can hear the glasses chinking and people chatting. And finally, we've got one more bit of music we'd like to show you today, and that's what happens when you fight our sailor character. We've surprised some smugglers at their work. There we go, interrupted a smuggler. She's none too happy. Here she is.
Jewel.
So hopefully that's given you a bit of an idea of the different types of music we've got for our game. We've got a whole bunch of other characters with totally different theme tunes later on as well, but we don't want to give the whole game away yet. Hopefully you've enjoyed checking out Shadowhand and some of the new sounds and music we've got, and watch out for the game. It's coming soon.